Gotta double check. It's working. Nice. Alright, so, what's new? There are 2 new flash flood warnings since the, scratch that, or yeah, there are 2. Okay, just want to make sure it wasn't 3 new ones. Let me refresh the flash flood. Let's see which one came first since there's 3 new ones. Alright, there's a flash flood warning including Ridgecrest, California, and Yokern, California, and Johannesburg, California. That one expires in 2.5 hours. Basically, between half an inch and an inch of rain has fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible. Now, pulling up the storm total accumulation on my phone. Oh god, that does not... The quality of the imagery is so bad. But yeah, it looks about right. Then we got a flash flood warning for Kern County, California, until 3:15. That is... Is there a reports of flash flooding there? That expires in 2.5 hours. Okay, the radar's not good there. It has patches. Right, okay, I never thought that they'd say this. Doppler radar indicated heavy rain across the warned area. Between 0.2 and 0.3 inches have fallen. Flash flooding is already occurring. Because there was a report somewhere.
With only 0.2, 0.3 inches of rain?
Yeah, I don't get why they did that. They just said flash flooding is already occurring.
It's very prone to flooding. No.
Yeah. Let's see, what else is there? There should be one more. No, that's all the flash flood warnings. Alright, just got the confirmation that the flash flood warnings are continuing. That means they should have updated it, I believe. Alright, but there's no new update on severe thunderstorm warnings. They have expired. But we do have a new mesoscale discussion. Right here, I want to send you the old one. I find this pretty cool, considering the fact that a tropical cyclone icon is in it. Never seen that icon. Alright. Sporadic severe wind gusts possible this afternoon. Thunderstorms developing through the late afternoon may pose a risk for sporadic severe gusts. Poor buoyancy will modulate the overall threat. Watch issuance is not expected. Now time to see if they mention Hilary at all in it. Yes, they do. Strong mid-level flow on the periphery of Tropical Cyclone Hilary will promote deep layer shear values on the order of 35 to 45 knots, which may compensate for the meager buoyancy to some degree. Oh yeah, but Los Angeles is under a flash flood warning.
Yeah, I thought when I was in Toledo.
Yeah.
It's like 50-something people listening to it right now.
Didn't think they would. I mean, I knew that they would be, but I didn't know it was going to be that quick. And I believe they might get issued a flash flood emergency eventually. Because it's not like this is the end of it.
They got a lot more rain coming.
Yeah. Here, one. Let me pull up the weather prediction, or actually I'm going to pull up the radar that shows all the rain getting pushed in. Yeah, here it is. The rain just keeps getting pushed in this direction. Let me find a better radar. So basically the rain just keeps getting pushed in this one area, and that's why there's a flash flood warning for Los Angeles. It might get extended over to this area. There's a better radar actually, right over here. There, on the top warning, there is up to 2 inches of rain in some spots. And on the bottom one with Los Angeles, it's about an inch, which is definitely going to increase. It's talking about like the next 10 hours at least, they're going to get hit with rain. So if I pull up the latest HRRR model, oh yeah, they have the 18Z, nice. Yeah, right over here is Los Angeles. Yeah, around the next 10 to 12 hours, they're going to be getting hit with heavy rain. Or not heavy rain, but light to moderate rain. And cells should start developing for the tornadic cells, which that's going to be interesting. Right over, where is it? There we go. Yeah, they should be firing up eventually around this area. This is where the individual cells that can become tornadic will form. I mean, how long are you thinking it will take for Hilary to make or move into California?
Probably a few hours.
Yeah. The HRRR was showing around 2 hours. I don't know how correct that is. Let me pull up the NAM 3 kilometer. Yeah, they got the positioning awful on where it is right now. Alright, time to pull up where the circulation is. It has now disappeared. It should be right over here, basically. In theory, it's going to go straight up north, roughly. So around here is where it should enter. And rain bands just keep firing up. Oh, okay, I'm getting hit with a storm. Um. Alright, no one's watching it. Hold on, I'm gonna go outside to see the storm that's near me. Oh, dang. Be right back. I am back. So, Hurricane Hilary is still approaching the California border along with Mexico. Heavy rainfall is occurring. There are currently 6 flash flood warnings, and we could be looking at several flash flood emergencies in the future and with life-threatening conditions. Within the next 3 hours, as multiple cells try and form throughout the night, tornadic at that. And let's take a look at the Atlantic. We have Tropical Storm Emily, which was just named a couple hours ago. Its circulation is getting a lot worse than it was, and the system has likely peaked, and it will be going out on a dying phase all the way out to sea. It could lose tropical characteristics in the matter of the next 24 hours, actually. But you can see the wind shear pushing this up to the northeast. There's the center of it. Next system we have is 90L, which will likely become Franklin today as recon is in the storm. And a closed low-level circulation, it does exist. Convection is popping out at minus 85 degrees Celsius, very cold cloud tops. Circulation is roughly here, so it does have convection over the center, and recon is flying in it. So the path of the storm takes it to the west and then takes it a 90-degree angle to the north, heading straight towards the Dominican Republic and Haiti. Models have been showing that the system could develop into a hurricane after it passes through the Dominican Republic and Haiti. This is not going to be a fish storm, as Bermuda is in the path, as well as Newfoundland on the northern part of it. Within the next 10 days, lots of things can change in that time. We'll see. We have newly invested 91L, which is heading towards Texas and Mexico, the other part of Mexico. Florida is getting hammered with storms from this. It seems that there is a spin in the system from the north to the south on the western side. Not as much on the eastern side, but you can see it flowing from east to west. Wind shear is not really going to be a problem, and sea surface temperatures definitely won't be a problem with this. It is going to have to try and develop that low-level circulation as it heads towards Texas and Mexico. By the time it does manage to do this, though, it could be a tropical storm, minimal one at that, and slam into Texas with heavy rainfall. And that's basically as much as it could do. Then we have the tropical wave off of Africa, which does have a lot of model support. Will likely become a tropical storm within the next 3 to 5 days. There it is right there. There we have Emily. Then there we have the tropical wave. Tropical wave is very broad, so it's going to be hard to try and wrap that around and develop. And also it's moving north, which is very unfavorable for the system. And after it moves north, it will try and curve to the west. When it does that, it has an opportunity to become a tropical storm. We got more tropical waves, but these models aren't showing these developing yet. We also have O6L, which is a tropical depression, beginning to weaken significantly as the low-level circulation is now exposed, getting hit by wind shear. System could get knocked out in the matter of the next 24 hours. Alright, Franklin has just been named by the National Hurricane Center. This is now Tropical Storm Franklin. I'm going to post an advisory on this. Alright, this is the make or break moment of the season, as it could become a major hurricane as it approaches the open Atlantic. Alright, going back to Hilary. Yes, right. Hilary is approaching the California Mexico border. Position is roughly over here, I'd say. And it is a couple of hours away from approaching. But the center is not where all the rain is. The rain is all around it and in front of it. So that by the time the center actually reaches it, a lot of the rain will stop. However, there will be lots of rain behind it in the Los Angeles region. Alright, hold on. Alright, so there's its center. And the National Hurricane Center. There's its latest advisory. They have noted the potential for flash flooding. There is a high risk in effect for Death Valley and the surrounding areas. A moderate risk for Los Angeles, Tonopah, Las Vegas, and San Diego. And almost Bakersfield. Tomorrow it gets downgraded to a slight risk for farther up north. So marginal risk for the following areas I've mentioned. And by day 3 it should mostly be gone. And then the tropical disturbance 91L is increasing the chances of potential flash flooding in southern Texas and parts of northern Mexico. Alright, so what else? There is rain bands getting feeded into California and Arizona from the warm sea surface temperatures in the Gulf of California. It is now actually going into Arizona. Alright, time to see if anything else has been issued. Doesn't seem like any new flash flood warnings have been issued. Never mind. There is a new flash flood warning. Alright, flash flood warnings do continue. And then there's a flash flood warning including Descanso, California until 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Expires in nearly 3 hours. Doppler radar and automated rain gauges indicated heavy rainfall falling across the warned area. The expected rainfall rate is 1 to 1.5 inches per hour. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. That brings our total up to 7 flash flood warnings. All active right now. And the flash flood warning is about over here. Still constant rain heading into it. There's the center of circulation, heading straight towards that area as well. Radar is showing around 3 inches of rain in that area. And allegedly there's rotation. I doubt it. Yep, there's nothing there. Velocity is showing tropical storm winds off the coast of Los Angeles. That is gust. Right, new severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued. Right, severe thunderstorm warning including North Shore, California, Newland, California, and Bombay Beach, California. That is the Salton Sea over there. As well, there should be another flash flood warning that was just issued. A flash flood warning has been issued for Borrego Springs, California. That brings our total up to 8 flash flood warnings. And the flash flooding warning says, let me check. Doppler radar and automated rain gauges indicated heavy rain falling across the warned area. The expected rainfall rate is half an inch to an inch per hour. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. These flash flood warnings are around, say, over here. And you got the severe thunderstorm warning for parts of the Salton Sea. So we're up to 8 flash flood warnings. Let me pull up a radar. These are all the flash flood warnings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's supposed to be another one up right over here. That just came out. Right, they have extended the severe thunderstorm warning. This one right over here, they have extended it towards Indigo. Indigo. I think. Yep, severe thunderstorm warning including Indio, California, Coachella, California, and La Quinta, California. Up to 60-mile-an-hour winds, pea-sized hail is possible, and a tornado is also possible with the system. My bad. And then here's where all the moisture is feeding into the flooding. This is just catastrophic right now. Franklin. You can see continued cloud cover for parts of Arizona right now. And the whole entire circulation right now is just falling apart. The northern side, which is supposed to be circling around it, is just getting sucked up to the north, making it a worse scenario for Los Angeles. Sorry, I have to make a graphic. Because Franklin has likely just formed, just wondering what the National Hurricane Center is going to go with. That's the uncertainty. It's likely going to be the second 50-mile-an-hour storm in a row today. This hasn't happened in years. I don't know if this has ever happened before. See, what did they get for pressure? I'll pull it up on stream. They have not tried to check pressure yet. I do not know why. But the mission in Hilary has been finished. Pressure is just slowly decreasing, or slowly increasing. So they still have a system inside of the Invest. They did get 50 knot winds though. Mostly 45 knot winds, which does support a 50-mile-an-hour tropical storm. Just trying to figure out what pressure the system is. Okay, so what you're looking at right now is recon imagery, or imagery of where the recon plane is right now. And they did send it from the ABC Islands. Trying to figure out what they think the pressure is. Yeah, about the same as Emily was. This is just crazy how fast this is happening. Alright, I'm about to pull it up. Just have to post this graphic first. Riley was right. This is going to take the Franklin name, and probably the 91L is going to take the Gert name. Alright, posting this out. Yeah, so, Franklin is now the make or break of the season. It could become a major hurricane. Just depends on what it decides to do and the valuable time it has. Right, almost gonna pull up the thing. Right, so let me see if I can get good imagery. There it is. That's where it's expected to go. Alright, I'm going to grab the image. and then I'm going to show it on stream. Alright, so now I'm ready to show it. This is Franklin. The center of circulation is... Let me get the drawing tool. Right over here. And this is the big convection blob that is covering the system. And Recon is currently in the storm right now. Measuring the winds. The winds do support 50 miles an hour. And that is pretty high considering the fact that it is expected to strengthen more before striking Dominican Republic or Haiti. So the path it's supposed to take is right over here. So it is expected to make that sharp turn within the next 24 hours, straight to the north, strike the Dominican Republic or Haiti, and then make a curve to the east, then to the west, then potentially impact Nova Scotia or Newfoundland. Yeah, it is Nova Scotia. Right. Right, back to Hilary. Once again, Hilary's center is roughly right over here. As its center, it has a couple more hours until it reaches the California-Mexico border. And then when that happens, the rainfall rates will decrease gradually. And you can see all the moisture getting sucked out of the Gulf of California. Don't see any new flash flood warnings. But it's very hard telling if there's a rotation in this. Right over here, there was a severe thunderstorm warning. No, actually not over there. Over here. It's hard telling if that is a severe thunderstorm or rotation in it or not. It's because of how much winds there are. It's very likely that that could be the case. (19Z) H4 just came out. Have the system at a good placement. Yeah, so it's looking like it could cross the border within the next 2 hours. That would be fast. All it needs to do is sustain that tropical storm force winds. Right, so the max winds were 50 knots that were recorded, and that is flight level winds. That is not surfaced winds. Surfaced winds max were 50 knots. Or no, 45 knots. Did they send drops on? No, they haven't. Our mission in Hilary was crazy. That should be it for recon missions in Hilary, since it's already over land. And since the center should be roughly right here-ish. It's hard to tell without help from radar. Because the center should be roughly right over here. Yeah, I think I might be able to see it, I don't know. It's away from the radar and towards the radar. I don't see anything away from the radar yet, so there is no circulation on radar yet. But 8 flash flood warnings. Waiting on the first flash flood emergency. I don't think there's any wind reports. Never mind, I was wrong. There's lots of damage everywhere. Trees down. 4 inches of rain, according to a rain gauge. Yeah, landslides. Just catastrophic. And the flash flood warnings continue for the areas. I'm going to check what the how much rain they're expecting. The one up here. Check. Oh wow, a lightning strike has struck a utility pole and it was unsafe for traffic to pass. Wow. Alright. On this northern part, it is still between a half an inch and an inch of rain has fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are expected. On this area, it's between 0.2 and 0.3 inches, but it's already causing flash flooding. For Lancaster and Palmdale, it is additional rainfall amounts of 2 to 4 inches are expected, or possible. For Los Angeles, it is Additional between half an inch and an inch of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 3 inches are possible. That is outdated. We got the other 4 down here. So the box to the left, right over here, between and just constant rainfall once again. I think all these areas say the same thing. Yeah, it doesn't mention how much more. Yeah, between half an inch and an inch, it's likely a lot higher because there is a rain gauge reported 4 inches of rain, which is extreme on how early this is into the storm's life. But you can see the amounts of rain that's going to be coming straight for Los Angeles. Or no, not like that. It's just going to be a straight line there. Center is not able to be seen yet. Oh, I think I might see it. I'm wondering if that's actually it. I'm wondering, can I pull up velocity, base velocity? Current radar not available. Great. Okay, just what I needed. Super resolution, base radar. No. It's hard telling. Now looking at this, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the center right over here, based on where it's been going for the past while. I'm just making sure it's aligned with satellite data. I don't know, I'll have to look at the actual Hilary GIF. TropicalTidbits.com. Oh yeah, that is much further inland. Oh wow, yeah. It's all the way over here, I believe. Might actually be under the rain. I think. Let me just double check. Because I don't really notice a circulation in it. I mean, normally you'd expect to see a circulation in this, or rotation in this kind of system, but I just can't see it at all. So rotation is likely a lot further south than that. I don't know, it might be somewhere, it has to do with this. The satellite is not showing the same thing. Here, if I do visible high resolution, yeah, it's likely all the way up here, near that little dent. Yeah, I see it. I think so. Circulation is right about here. a lot better. Alright, so since that's the circulation, I could play the loop. Since it was probably right here at that time. And you can see all the rain slamming into Mexicali. There's that center. So there's its center circulation. Velocity then should be showing. No, not really, but it's probably just because of how fast it's moving up there. Because the whole entire storm is moving towards the... Even if it's trying to do one of these, it's still getting pushed that way. The whole storm is moving so fast, it's hard to tell. They have not issued a severe thunderstorm warning in a bit for this system. I do not know when they expire. Let me check. One expires in 9 minutes, the other expires in 9 minutes. Okay. Yeah, so this is about to be gone. Although the core of that storm, the thunderstorm, does still exist. It's just going to keep moving. Oh, I'm wondering if they have flood advisories in effect. Yeah, there are flood advisories further north. Yeah, there are all flood advisories for this whole entire area, basically. So, nothing new yet. Something I would like to go over, though, is the threat to Japan. There is a system that could threaten Japan within the next, how long? Within the next 10 days, I'd say. It just has to get its act together within the next 72 hours. Then after that, it's going to make the 90-degree turn straight towards Japan. Just depending on if it wants to do that or not. I mean, Euro ensembles, or GEPS ensembles, do show it successfully doing that. It could become a typhoon. '91L is very interesting to me on this, on how many storms it's causing right over there. You can see its curve and how it's trying to get a circulation going. You know, high resolution, you can see it as well. It's starting to band out. I wouldn't be surprised if this becomes a moderate tropical storm at the end. It's getting its act together extremely well. So we got Emily, Franklin, 06L, 91L, and a tropical wave. Ooh, new forecast cone came out, I didn't even realize. Yeah, Emily's cone, it's probably gonna die sooner than that. 06L, it's about to dissipate within the next... it's gonna become a remnant low within the next 12 hours. And then the system in the Gulf is now up to 60%. Tropical wave is up to 60%. And then the Franklin, which was then a 90-90 chance. Yeah. Yeah, and it is Franklin, so they didn't just give it at 5 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, so in around 21 minutes they are going to issue their first advisory on Franklin. And that will be the first time in a while that we've had 4 systems at once. Yeah, Tropical Storm Emily had its second advisory out. Let's look at the discussion. Emily is feeling the effects of southwesterly wind shear, with the low-level center fully exposed to the southwest of the main area of deep convection. The initial intensity is held at 45 knots based on the earlier ASCAT data and the DAF-B Dvorak satellite estimate. The environment around Emily is expected to become increasingly hostile the next couple of days, with wind shear increasing to near 40 knots while the system remains in relatively stable air. These unfavorable atmospheric conditions should cause steady weakening, and Emily could become a remnant low in a few days. Right. And so the system's just going to be instantly weakening now. It's peaked already. Alright, for Tropical Depression 6, discussion. Visible satellite imagery indicates that the deep convection north and east of the depression has dissipated this afternoon. Once again, the center of circulation is completely exposed and is not as well defined as earlier today. Based on a blend of objective and subjective satellite estimates, the initial intensity estimate of this advisory is held at 30 knots. And so it's going to be dissipating within the next 24 hours. Yeah, it's turning into a naked swirl now. Thing is, Franklin's outer bands are really going to kill it off. This is Emily right now. Emily. You can see a really good circulation. It is turning night in the area, so it's sunset there. Just waiting on Franklin to pop up in tropical tidbits. Alright. Let me try and find the new center circulation. Yep, you can clearly see it right down here. You can see the circulation very clearly. Now there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing in that center. Yeah, I do want to check out the chances of tropical storm force winds. I want to see if they updated that yet. Probably not. Yes, they have updated it. Alright, so there still remains a 30% chance of tropical storm force winds in Nevada. We got the huge 90% in Arizona and in California. For 50 knot winds, it's just 5%. Maybe a bit of 10% in California. Yeah, the heaviest winds right now, the strongest, are over Baja California. And then we also got the tornado threat. You can clearly see or just barely see it in the center of circulation in this. Oh, they just issued another slight risk, alright. Now you can see the big 5% risk. The center is right about there. And so, because of how this is moving, if any cell tries to counteract that, it will be able to spin up rotation. The 2% does extend into Utah. Let me pull up the satellite imagery again. Because you're able to see it just skirt up there. Not exactly like that, but you know what I mean. And that's how we get the positioning for right over here, if it updates. Yep. Now you can see more of that circulation. I'm wondering if velocity shows anything. Velocity is still having trouble with the system. But there is a new flash flood warning. Oh shoot, there is actually 2 new flash flood warnings. Let's see, flash flood warning including Salton City, California, North Shore, California, and Desert Shores, California, till 5:30 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Yeah, it's right over the Salton Sea. And between half an inch and 1.5 inches of rain have fallen. Flooding is ongoing. Alright, that's just one of them right now. Then they've issued another one right next to it. Flash flood warning including Coachella, California, Mecca, California, and Thermal, California until 4:45 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Doesn't mention anything about rainfall totals. That brings our count up to 10 flash flood warnings ongoing right now. Thankfully, no flash flood warnings or flash flood emergencies have been issued. Oh my bad. I don't think any new severe thunderstorm warnings have been issued. Nope, they're about to all expire. Never mind, they have expired, alright. Yep, 4 inches of rain in that part. And so there's its path, very marked, very clearly marked. So its low is very close to California. Right now it's probably a 50-mile-an-hour tropical storm. Let me look at the latest cone. The latest cone had it as a 40-mile-an-hour tropical storm at around 2 a.m. But this you can clearly tell what day 2 is like. Right through here. So day 2, everyone's not out of the woods just yet. Wish it could be over then. Right, Franklin's first advisory should be issued very soon. Just waiting on it to fix. Any tropical storm watches could be issued very quickly or very soon. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, it's very close to the Dominican Republic and Haiti, so tropical storm watches would be necessary if they, as on this next advisory, they issue. Because if I pull up Franklin, yeah, because within the next 48 hours it's going to be down here, so tropical storm watches or tropical storm force winds could appear there. Could be a slow-moving system when it makes that turn to the north. If it does. The main thing is how quickly will it make that turn. It has a trough interaction which will strengthen the system. If it still has good structure after it hits the Dominican Republic or Haiti. New radar frames. There it is again, the center of circulation. Right over there. And you can see how the rain is all the way to the north of the system. Like, while that's over there, you got all this rain right over here. And a lot of it is extending into Los Angeles, so like it's not just this. It's this whole area that's filled with rain. The stronger cells are starting to form. They're beginning to form in Southern California. These are the ones that can become tornadic. Still showing the severe thunderstorm warnings. I don't know if they shouldn't still be there. There we go. New update. Did Yuma radar go down? No. And because there's the center of circulation right there. Oh, Sebastian Head said hi, jeez. Hi. Oh man, that was like 15 minutes ago, dang it. Hey, let me check something. Oh, well, yeah, Reed Timmer is streaming this. He's doing the chase as well. Here, let me just mute this. Alright, they're currently in Indio, California right now. Alright, thank you for everyone who is subscribing. Alright, so let's see, where's the center going right now? The center got covered again. Alright, is Franklin out yet? Franklin is out now. Tropical Storm Franklin, Advisory 1. I have it at 45 miles an hour. This afternoon we have received a wealth of data from both NOAA reconnaissance mission and satellite imagery near the area of low pressure located in the eastern Caribbean Sea. Earlier visible satellite imagery showed the system had likely formed a tight low-level vortex based on the earlier cloud motions before a convective burst obscured the center. Scattermeter data that clipped the system on the east side also showed winds near tropical storm intensity. The NOAA aircraft flew through the system shortly thereafter and found the system had indeed formed a well-defined center with 950 millibar flight level winds of 51 knots just to the northeast of the center. All this information confirms that Tropical Storm Franklin has formed this afternoon with an initial intensity set to 40 knots. Key messages. Franklin is forecast to approach Hispaniola late on Tuesday and move across the island on Wednesday as a tropical storm, bringing a risk of flooding from heavy rainfall, strong winds, and dangerous waves along the coast. Heavy rainfall from Franklin is expected across portions of Puerto Rico and Hispaniola through the middle of the week. The heavy rainfall may produce areas of flash and urban flooding, as well as river rises and mudslides. Across Hispaniola, significant and potentially life-threatening flash flooding is possible Tuesday and Wednesday. So the system striking it at a 65 mile per hour storm roughly, possibly 70 miles an hour. They have it as a hurricane afterwards. Alright, with tropical storm watches in effect for the southern coast of Hispaniola. Well, it's looking like, yeah, it's going to be a hurricane. If it's already doing this, it could become a hurricane then. So we got Tropical Storm Emily, Tropical Depression 6, and Tropical Storm Franklin. 3 systems at once. This hasn't really happened in a very long time, I'd say. I mean, it was pretty recent. Oh man, I thought they just issued a new advisory on Hilary. I think they did. Yeah, they did. Alright, that is pretty far up now. They do have it curving to the west. I did not think they would keep that. Yeah, but tropical storm force winds are extending into Arizona and parts of California. And they do have it as a 60 mile per hour system right now. Hilary made landfall over the northern Baja California peninsula a few hours ago, with maximum winds estimated to be around 55 knots. Since then, the storm has continued to move north-northwestward, with the center now nearing the California-Mexico border. Maximum sustained winds are now estimated to be near 50 knots, based on earlier aircraft data and satellite estimates. Surface observations indicate that tropical storm force winds have spread into southern California, and there have been a few reports of gusts around hurricane force. In addition, radar images show that bands of heavy rain will spread across portions of the southwestern United States, and this will continue through early Monday. So it should be gone within the next 36 hours. It should cross the California-Mexico border very soon. Oh, hold on. I'm going to check the marine page for Franklin. Oh no, wrong thing. Marine forecast. Tropical basin. Features, there we go. What the tropical wave right now? Oh, that's Emily right there. And there's Franklin after it strikes Hispaniola. Yeah, but Hilary is fairly close to landfall. That is 12 hours, so and definitely within the next 4 hours, maybe even 3 hours. If this does it, it would be one of 4 tropical cyclones ever in history to do this. Make it to California as a tropical storm. Not exactly landfall, but my bad, wrong imagery. So in this imagery, you can clearly tell where it went. Thankfully, we had a chance to see the low-level circulation. Otherwise, we'd have no idea where it is. And also, we have radar data. And they do have the center circulation roughly right here. You can see both of these are going to be curving around like that. I don't see much showing the center circulation. I kind of do, but it's blocked by radar contamination. Something that we can see, though, is that there is a new flash flood warning that was just issued. Oh, I think 2 of them. No, not 2 of them. Just one new flash flood warning. That is for this area right here. Palm Desert. Let me pull this up. There's their Twitter. There it is. Yep, flash flood warning including Indio, California, Cathedral City, California, and Palm Desert, California until 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. It just keeps getting extended further north. Palm Desert have exceeded 3/4 of an inch per hour. Flash flooding is ongoing. And that is a desert right there that's getting hit with it. Just waiting on Death Valley. And also the Los Angeles one was updated as well. It still remains 9 million people are in there. Doppler radar and rain gauge reports indicated that light to moderate rain. However, bands of heavy rain will move back into the region this afternoon into this evening, with rainfall rates of 1/2 inch to 1 inch per hour. Additional rainfall amounts of up to 1 to 3 inches are possible in the warned area. And then, of course, there's heavier rainfall amounts in embedded thunderstorms. Oh, well, yep. Yep, there's the heavier bands. This is going to be moving into the region. I'm surprised there isn't a flash flood warning over here. I forgot that brings our total to 11 flash flood warnings. Alright, so time to pull pull up the. Let me see San Diego radar. Is that showing anything? Nope. Yeah, because it's around. It's right over here-ish. Yeah, velocity isn't showing anything. Same with the San Diego radar. So many storm reports right now. Okay, there's wind gust reports that just came out. This is parts near Yuma, Arizona. Couple semi trucks have flipped along I-8. Visibility going down to below an eighth of a mile. Dust storm. And then power outages. Oh yeah, forgot about power outages. Yep, California has 36,000 people without power, and Arizona has 3,000, Nevada has 2,000. Okay, it's mostly up north. Alright, thought it'd be further south. And it should be, you'd think that they'd be without power. I don't get why they are up there. 12,000 of them are up there without power. I believe it might be due to a fire. Alright, so the drawing editor I am using is called Draw on Page. It's very useful with displaying data. That's how I'm able to draw the tracks. There's 19Z of HRRR. It could cross the border within the next hour. More likely 2 hours, though. Oh wait, it has not updated to Franklin yet, that's weird. But besides Hilary, we got several systems happening in the Atlantic right now. No Tropical Storm Emily, which is just formed today. And it is going out to sea right now. And its convection is way away from the center right now, as wind shear is trying to kill it. Then we have Franklin, which its center got covered with my convection. It's roughly right over here. It's expected to move over here and then strike Hispaniola. Tropical storm watches are in effect for the region. So if you have any questions, type them in the chat. Something I have not covered though, well, is the rainfall rates from Hilary. There are still some areas that could receive 10 inches of rain, and some spots like near Death Valley they could receive 2 to 4 inches, which would be well over 4 times their annual rainfall rate, which is why flash flooding, there might be a flash flood emergency in the area when the rain starts. There's so many reports of flash flooding. Its center is actually more a little bit to the left there. I'm going to try and pull it up on radar. Yeah, you can tell that it's a little bit more north now. Roughly right over here, that's its center. It's hard to tell. I'm trying to see what it looks like in velocity. Alright, I'm not really noticing any change in wind direction. This red is supposed to be away from the radar, I think, or towards it. No, never mind, red is away from the radar. Oh, okay, I see what's the problem. It's all the way over there. I need to choose a different radar. This radar does an awful job of covering it. And so it's not in the best radar it could be in. Yeah, because with the center all the way over here, the other radar only covers about this much, whereas this radar covers very far down. You can see, you can just see how far down it covers compared to the other one. which is why this is the best one to determine its location. Wondering how many counties have a tropical storm warning in effect. There should be a lot more than there was yesterday, I'd think. Oh, my bad. Not Maints. Paints.net. Let me try and pull up hazards. I'm not new tab. There we go. Slight risk of severe thunderstorms. Tropical storm Hilary related information. I have not seen that before. That's cool. Hazards. You can see where the center is supposed to go, but that's unlikely now. Okay, I'm trying to find this one. Alright, there we go. Now we got the main one. Yes, they have decided to issue a tropical storm warning there. That's basically as far as they decided. Or wait, no, I don't think that is a... I don't think that's a tropical storm warning. That is a flash flood warning. Yeah, so they have not issued a tropical storm warning there yet. My bad. Looked like it. I think, I don't know. Let me look at Canpo. Near there, I mean. Yeah, no, they didn't. My bad. Alright, time to fix that. And so no new changes with the... you would think that they'd issue a tropical storm warning since that's where it's going. And I do not think... I think the National Weather Service of San Diego issues that. I don't know if there's one for Yuma. Never mind, I think there is. Yeah, since that's its center basically right now. Oh, maybe a little bit further. Yeah, it is speeding. Yeah, I believe that is the circulation right over here. And that is the border. Yeah, that does look like a circulation right there. Let me try and get Riley. No, it's still 5:23 Eastern Time. The 20Z H4R has just came out. Yeah, they're predicting it to cross the border within the next hour. And it shows it's going out to sea for a brief moment. I doubt that will happen. Yeah, I don't trust that run. I still think it's going to take around 90 minutes for it to cross the California-Mexico border. Oh shoot, it is Sunday. Ooh. Forgot to make an animation. Right. Hold on. There we go, much better. There we go. There we go. Alright, give me a moment. Alright, Riley will be able to join in around another 15 minutes. Yep, so the center is around right over here. You can clearly see that based off of radar data. And the system, I believe that's the same. Yeah, that is the exact same. Yep, Sebastian said, Franklin, confirm NHC, confirm Franklin, that is correct. The National Hurricane Center has issued their first advisory on Franklin. Still, for some reason, Tropical Tidbits does not want to update with that. They have it as 8L. Potential Tropical Cyclone 8. That is not correct. There is our new tropical storm. Our newest one. I'm going to check the timing for that Tropical disturbance, or 91L. Alright, where is the Gulf of Mexico? Right, there we go. This shows the HRRR. I'm going to pull up the 18Z run. So, maybe by 9 a.m. 2 days from now. 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And so that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Shouldn't be a lot of rainfall in theory. Mainly out to sea. Yeah, you can tell there. Ooh, maybe 6 inches of rain. Yeah. And let me take that over to Hilary. So where's a good spot for it? Southwestern US. This one shows rainfall amounts of up to over 12 inches of rain. And look at the newest one. Yeah, still over 10 inches of rain still. Yep, flash flood warning should be issued pretty soon. Alright, yep, new flash flood warnings have been issued. Ooh, okay. Yep, flash flood warning including including Kern County, California until 5:30 p.m. Ooh, yep, they're gonna get hit with heavy rain. Yep, flash flooding ongoing. This is because it's a very dry area, it's a desert part. There's flash flood warning continues for us just south of that, Kern County. Then we got Ridgecrest. Wait, no, I didn't see that one. Oh, okay, they shrunk the warning. Yeah, it's nearly done on that one. Expires in an hour. And we got flash flood warning including Desert Center, California, and Palo Verde, California, until 6:15 p.m. Eastern or Pacific Daylight Time. The expected rainfall rate is 1 to 2 inches per hour. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. And got another one. Flash flood warning including 29 Palms, California, Yucca Valley, California, and Joshua Tree, California, until 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Between a quarter of an inch and 3/4 of an inch of rain have fallen. And keep in mind, this is a desert area, so these areas that's near its annual rainfall totals. I believe that's it for all flash flood warnings currently. Now shot our number up to 13, no 14 I think. Yep, 14 flash flood warnings ongoing right now. Anytime you see its center move. Yeah, you can tell how far it's been moving. And how fast as well. A flash flood warning has expired finally. That was the flash flood warning. That was the first one issued. Right down here. Yeah, hold on, it's not updated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 of them are active right now. 13 out of 14 are active. It shows 11, but it still hasn't updated. Right, center keeps moving very close to California. There we go. We got 2.7 thousand power outages in San Diego. No mesoscale discussions yet. But right over here, you should be able to see the center right down there. And then this is 91L. So we got both systems. Oh nope, did not mean to do that. Alright, this shows the model runs. Let me show the trend. You can tell it's been more shifting to the east every single time. And they've gotten this wrong. It did not strike California as a landfall. It went through Baja California. Pull up the latest 4 runs. You can see how the earlier runs showed how far it would get. So the center struck around here, and then it's roughly over here right now. Radar data should show that. 531. There it is. Mustard. Right, so this is the latest trend of the system. Right, sorry about that. Yeah, it's almost at California right now. So it's actually around right over here. I believe so. Radar data supports that as well. Our new GFS run has just came in. Yeah, it's definitely going to be past California by hour 6. GFS wants 91L to form very quickly. And it also wants the tropical wave to develop very fast. And so its models are showing it just pretty much dying after it enters California, and I don't blame it. It seems like it might. I doubt that it's going to do this flow through Canada. Maybe the farthest it could reach is Idaho or Oregon, but that's about it. It's a miserable right now. When it's so close. Oh, a new flash flood warning has just been issued. Observations of flash flooding have occurred there, and I think so. I did not cover that yet. I don't think so. Let me just double check. Now, flash flood warning including Lebec County, or Lebec, California, until 5:45 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So that's another 3 hours. So that's another warning. Also, I think we're down to... Actually, are we down to 14 warnings? I do not know. Let me check. So we're at 14 right now, yeah. Yeah, we're staying at 14 out of 15. 14 ongoing flash flood warnings, 15 in total. I don't really notice that many cells approaching the... actually... Yeah, there are quite a bit. These are the ones that can become tornadic. Interesting to see what those do. Uh-oh, where's the center circulation? I lost it. It's right over here. Yeah, so this is its circulation right now, roughly. Okay. Alright, I'll be right back. I am trying to pull up satellite from mesosector. I think they moved it. That's nice. Oh no, actually I was using the main Hilary. Hmm. Alright, be right back. Alright, I am back. As you can see, the low pressure is nearly at California right now. Let's see. This is where it made landfall. Yeah, so nearly at California. I don't need this stuff right now. Where's radar? There it is. I don't know if that's actually where it's at anymore. Actually, yeah, it is, it is. Anytime you check if any new flash flood warnings came out. Since it's been 19 minutes since the last one. Some should expire in the next 6 minutes. And no new flash flood warnings. Wait, why is Hurricane trending? Hold on, let me just check this out. No, wrong thing. Okay. I was confused on that. My bad. I didn't mind. Okay. Oh yeah, the music stops. Right. Ah, okay. An earthquake near Los Angeles just occurred. It's not significant, it's just a magnitude 3.6. Oh shoot, never mind. Whoa, okay, 5.1 magnitude earthquake near the Los Angeles area. Not think that would happen. Interesting. Okay, so there was an earthquake that occurred there. Center circulation's getting exposed again. It's right in here. Thankfully, we have radar data to confirm where it's at. And we're still at 14. Flash flood warning should expire soon. Let's see where'd the center go. The center's right over here. Right through here, you can see it. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. Oh, new flash flood warning. New flash flood warning is in effect for Cherry Valley, California, Oak Glen, California, until 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. 33,000 people in that warning. Let me see what it is there. 3/4 of an inch to an inch per hour. Another desert area. Alright, roadway flooding have started. Alright. And that brings up our total to 15 out of 16. 16 total warnings have happened today, and 15 of them were are happening right now. I'm going to try and figure out how far away it is from the coast, or the border. Yeah, they nearly got that positioning perfect. Less than 50 miles away. Right, that's where the center is right now. Keep in mind this is a 6-hour loop, so it's not going to take that long for it to make this kind of distance. It should take like 2 hours. Oh shoot, wrong button. There we go. So surprised Tropical Tidbits had it at a potential tropical cyclone because it is not. New radar frame should show some flash flood warnings have disappeared. Now it's 5:58. Oh wow, you can see the entire circulation on this system. One radar there. You can clearly see how it's just this band is curving this way, and this one's curving to the north. And then the center's in here. Find out where that is again. Oh yeah, it's up here. And these are all the flash flood warnings, and this is going to be. You can see all the different cells that have chances of becoming tornadic, and cell clusters everywhere there. It's going to be difficult to see which ones want to form. Right, so the center. Okay, now it says updated. Should cancel out. No, it did not cancel out any warnings. I have to count that just to make sure. Is that not counting? Oh, I think a new flash flood warning has just been issued. Yes, a new flash flood warning has just been issued. Including Holtville, California, Neyland, California, and Cibola, Arizona until 6:30 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. 13,000 people are in that warning. I'm going to pull up the rainfall rates. Right, the other flash flood warning had half an inch to, or no, okay, come on, load up. Had half an inch to 1.5 inches of rain. And then a new flash flood warning is approaching Death Valley, right over there, Death Valley National Park. Right, basically flash flooding is ongoing. We're expected to begin shortly with heavy rains. That is 2 new flash flood warnings. So our total flash flood warning count is up to 18 flash flood warnings. Oh my god. Just pulling up the current number of flash flood warnings. There are currently 15 flash flood warnings active, with a total of 18 that we've had so far. Well, the circulation looks so much better on radar. You can actually see that curve. Its center is... where'd it go? The center, frame by frame, it keeps going more and more north. Oh, new frame just came out. And that's roughly where it's located. There's the circulation for it. So basically on this, you'd see the landfall. And it's roughly over here is where the center is. Slowly but gradually approaching California. It'll be interesting, though, to see if it's actually a tropical storm over California, or whether or not it's going to be weakened by then. That's the center of circulation. Let's see all the heavy bands hang straight over there. You can kind of see the center of circulation, or the outer bands of it. Right, once again, this is not a wind threat necessarily. The winds are going to be happening at higher elevations, where you can get up to hurricane force gusts. And that's because the higher up you go, the higher the winds are. But also, the rain threat is going to be the main one. You can already tell there's 18. We've had 18 flash flood warnings so far. Out of the ordinary to assume that we'd get more. We'd probably triple that, maybe. I don't know, more like double. Yeah, here's its trail. Or right over here. His radar shows the same thing, basically. The center's right over there. And, okay, somebody subscribed. Big Chungus Weather, thank you for subscribing. Let me check. Just gotta make sure. Yes, we're now at 626. Alright. Let me update that number. Yeah, even though that this is a tropical storm, though, it doesn't matter. It's still a big threat when it comes to winds or rainfall. Is all this is just going to be heading towards Los Angeles. All of this and all this moisture over here is heading towards Death Valley, all the way up here. Okay. Thank you, Big Chungus Weather. So remember though, this is not going to be your necessarily wind threat. This is going to be a major rain event. We've had so many flash flood warnings. Wouldn't surprise me to see a bunch more. Alright, I like the post. Yeah, it's just mainly the waiting game right now. I can show the Atlantic. Not yet though. Hilary, Weather Prediction Center. Let me pull that up. Hilary's, flash flooding potential. It's still the same. It's a high risk, for Death Valley. Death Valley is right about here, which that's a big threat for them as they don't get that much rainfall. Then you got the moderate for San Diego, Los Angeles, parts of Bakersfield, Tonopah, Las Vegas, and then you got the slight risk around here near Yuma, Cedar City, basically that area. Tomorrow it's going to be mostly Nevada, and parts of Oregon and Idaho that are going to get hit the worst. Which they do have several big fires going on over there, so will probably provide some relief for that. Next advisory from the National Hurricane Center comes out in 90 minutes. I doubt it's going to be as strong as 50 miles an hour. And by then it'd probably weaken. Because that's so it'd basically be, I think so. No, that'd be 3, 6, 9. And also they'll probably end intermediate advisories pretty soon. Oh wow, okay. And also there is a tornado threat with all tropical cyclones mainly. But this is one of the larger threats of, this also is contributing to the flash flooding on parts of the east side of the storm. Supercells should start firing, or cells should start firing up on their own. Let me see where the center's moved. Yeah, center's probably now roughly right over here. But it's not just the center. It's going to be the main threat. There are all these cells that already have spin in the upper atmosphere from Hilary. So all they really need to do is just counteract that and just push the other direction, and then you got your little rotation. And also, even though there's not a lot of wind shear with this, there's a lot of moisture. That's why there's so much flooding going on right now. Let me just make sure all 17. Let me just make sure. Wait, what, 17? I didn't see that. Oh, I think some new flash flood warnings have just gotten issued. No, there's a flash flooding, or oh yeah, there is a new one. Or wait, no, never mind. Yeah, but there is a new one for flash flood warning, including Cantil, California, until 5:30 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So basically another 2 hours. Guess see why that is. Um, that is. Alright, it's going to be a tenth to a quarter of an inch per hour. This is in a desert environment. Also, something interesting is an earthquake actually occurred near the area. The earthquake was right over here, a 5.1 magnitude earthquake, and then the system's right over here right now. So there's lots of flooding going on in Los Angeles and all the way over here, but it's pretty crazy there. And there's Death Valley all the way up here. Very big threat for them. Probably going to be a flash flood emergency later on. I would not be surprised. What else is there? There's of course radar and all that stuff, but oh yeah, sea surface temperatures. They're a lot colder than average on the western part of the storm, or west coast of California and west coast of Baja California. It is below average. That's why the system is basically so weak, and there's going to be a lot less convection and in turn rain that they could have gotten heading into Los Angeles, but they're still going to get a lot of rain. I pull up visible. Because you're able to see the center barely. Not really. Alright, time to figure out where the system went again. Yeah, it's somewhere in this area as the center. So that is very close to the border. Now if I look at it, it is around... Yeah, it's around 40 miles away from the border. Oh yeah, now brightness is gonna go down. Yeah, but you're able to clearly tell that there is a there's a spin if you zoom out. It's one of the most obvious I've seen. You can just clearly tell how there's two sides to this. There's this one, then you got this hook, and the center's in here, spinning the whole thing. Which now is the time for a lot more rain to start spawning from the Gulf of California. because of how warm that water is. That water is around 31 Celsius. And so and it was just used as a rain machine for pouring down rain in these areas right over here. I think we got another flash flood warning. Let me check. Oh boy, it is close. Flash flood warning including Lone Pine, California, Independence, California, and Alanka, California. That is very close to Death Valley. And that's around where the most catastrophic flooding will likely occur. If I pull up radar. And so basically this new flash flood warning will extend over here. And this is Death Valley over here. Actually, we're under 18 out of 20 total warnings. Some of them might actually be back. Kind of confused on how they're counting that other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I honestly don't see the 18th. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, one of these warnings is glitched out. Oh, I think I see it. There's another warning that has covered both of these. Oh, my bad. Need to be using the Yuma radar. Hey, that is what it's using. Alright, that's weird. Let me try San Diego's radar. Yeah, bad idea. Let's see, where's Death Valley in all of this? Death Valley's over there. Yeah, they're gonna be getting some rain very, very soon. Even though it's lights, there is a chance for a flash flood emergency. $19 alerts. Okay, and now it's including this. Actually, I don't know what warning they're talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, I don't see it. But you'll notice this area is not under flash flood warning. That area should eventually. Hey, new subscriber, nice. Thank you. That's up to $22. Alright, so time to find the center of circulation, which is now a very difficult job. Yeah, it should basically be this mess right over here. My bad. And this area. Actually, it might still be down here. Let's see how far away that is. Oh wow, look at all that rain. And there the cells are trying to form over Arizona. Oh, new flash flood warning was just issued. Oh, tornado warning has been issued. Where is it? First tornado warning of the day has been issued. Let me pull this up. Yes, tornado. Here we go. Tornado warning including Alpine and Descanso, California. Don't see much. Oh yeah, forgot there's a radar close by. There's slight rotation in it. Can't really pull it up. Here, I can find a way, I think. Let's see, by using this radar. It's approximately over here. Right over here-ish. Right, let me find... There we go. It's centered somewhere in here. Next frame should show it. Well, that is our first tornado warning of the day. But also we do have another flash flood warning, at least one. Well, flash flood warnings are continuing. Oh dang, they completely cover the flash flood warning twice. And then there's a flash flood warning including Monolith, California until 5:30 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. That is another flash flood warning. $18 flash flood warnings. Alright. 18 of them are ongoing, and then there should be a tornado warning that will pop up on the radar soon. Radar indicated tornado P size is less than, or hail size is less than P-sized hail is possible. There's a bit of rotation. It's not on this yet. It's gonna be at the 636 frame. So the rotation started roughly, where is it? Should be down here-ish. Yeah, right over here. When the next frame loads, it will be more apparent. That's the last tornado warning in a while. There are new wind reports in Yuma. No, never mind, those are old. When the... Ooh, tropical storm, force winds near Oxnard, 44 miles an hour, sustained, 57 gusts. That is over... Oxnard is over here. So they did get tropical storm force winds. Is that a new frame? Yes. And allegedly a tornado warning should pop up on this. Basically this right here is the couplet. It's a very broad one. Oh, did we just get another flash flood warning? Nope, not yet. Started telling because of how many there are. Surprised the tornado warning doesn't show up on here yet. Yeah, but basically it's just a weak rotation. Nothing much. If I pull up the Storm Prediction Center, it should show it. No, not this. Yeah, down here. Yep, there's the tornado warning. There we go. It should show a tornado warning on radar. Let me pull up Santa Ana radar. Oh yeah, I forgot it's broken over on that side. It's not showing the tornado warning. Because these are all flash flood warnings. Okay, new flash flood warning. Flash flood warning including Cajon, California, Santee, California, and Poway, California until 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. That's around an hour and 15 minutes from now. Alright, so they basically extended it more to the west. And it's where the tornado warning is, basically. Oh, jeez. The expected rainfall rate is 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch in 1 hour. Flash flooding is ongoing, ongoing or expected to begin shortly. And magnitude's 5.1 earthquake happened. Hold on. Oh yeah, it is almost there. Yeah, I can barely see it. Center's right over here. So in theory, that should show up on radar as well. Right there's the tornado warning. Yeah, it's hard to tell. And it is not heading towards a big city, thankfully. Let me try and load a loop this of radar. Around every 13 minutes or 12 minutes it updates. Yeah, every 12 minutes this radar updates. So yeah, it takes a while. In here. Yeah, it's right over here right now. The center circulation, you can kind of tell it's right over here. Which that's very close to the coastline, or the border. Yeah, that is roughly, yeah, 22 miles. Its storm prediction center just updated. Did they give us another day one? I don't know why it would be updating. Nope. I don't know why it updated. You can see how fast this is moving. And that is including the just the trough that's picking the whole entire system up. Everything is moving so quickly, while near Los Angeles, where the earthquake occurred, there's not really a lot going on there. I mean, it's just very, very slow, gradual rainfall. Yeah, but you can clearly tell how fast this stuff is moving. I'll pull up a better satellite on it, minute by minute. Where is it? Mesosector number 1. Yeah, number 1. Yeah, you can tell how fast this stuff is moving. You got your center right over here-ish. And despite how this is turning, it is not fast enough to compete against the trough, so it's getting picked up the other direction, which is going to tear the circulation apart. Everything is just trying to circle it right now. This isn't really moving. Let's see how high up it is. So this is very hard to tell where it is. It's not as a fast loop like this. This one's it's a lot easier to tell where it's going, since it's nearly there. Yeah, right there-ish. There are new flash flood warnings. It says it's up to 20 flash flood. No, there's no new flash flood warnings. I don't know why it's doing that. I can't believe how close it is to land right now. I mean, to California. And how long it's been. Which isn't really a long time compared to how slow these things normally move. This thing is going fast. Let me look at the speed. 23 miles an hour. But it's slightly faster than that, so like roughly half an hour. Alright. Nice, alright. Yeah, but you can completely tell that there's spin in this. You couldn't really tell it before when it was just out of range. And you can clearly tell that this and it takes a sharp turn to the north. I'm gonna see how the team thinks right now. since it is roughly over here. So we got 21 alerts. I think I forgot to update this actually. There we go. And here I'll have it at 20 then. But now basically the next part to get warned is Death Valley. It nearly looks like it crossed the California. I don't know if it is though. I'm gonna wait until the old cone, how far it would be. 16 miles. Yeah, and you can tell that there is a broad center right over here. Center's in this. Just a big gap of nothingness. And then this is the range. And the worst part about this is it's just a conflicting. So it's moving so slow because most of the rain wants to try and go to the south, but because of the trough, it's a constant battle. So it's just moving barely to the north, which is why there's so many flash flood warnings with this. Yeah, they're gonna have a position fix in an hour or so. Intermediate advisory, I'm wondering what they're gonna do. Since its center is clearly over here. Might call it in around 10 minutes. Crossing. Alright. Yeah, so the center looks very clearly nearly at the border. I'm sorry for the stream lag. I am my bad with the lag. Nearly at... Yeah, nearly at California. Probably should call it. Yeah, I did say it made it there. Alright, time to make the graphic. Gonna go 50 miles an hour. Alright guys, that will be the stream as we have crossed the California-Mexico border, and it is now weakening. There are several flash flood warnings. Remain vigilant, and we will be streaming potentially in 2 days for both 91L and Franklin.